100 steps left if you get tagged by them. But anyways, pish posh, let's take care of Kevin the King Cobra. I do see a little bit of stuff shed going on right underneath his chin. Try and restrain him just a little bit, just so I don't get a fang in my thumb. That wouldn't be fun. He is a beast. Look at him. He is such a beautiful snake. I love Klett snake. All red, beautiful Australian species, only found in the heart of the Queensland, Australia area. Ooh, don't give me a bite on the nose. We'll have a big problem after that. They have such good heat-seeking pits that they just shoot out and target their prey no problem. And you gotta be real careful when you handle them, because it's basically a pogo stick with fangs. Look at this. Some people would say that this snake is the Chinese water moccasin, but you know what? This is way more dangerous. I gotta be careful. Look how he's targeting me right now. What is going on, my beautiful people? Coming back to my wildlife. I want to show you a little friend of mine. His name is Peepers. He's dead, but I want to introduce Peepers to my other friends, Paku. Let's go see how Paku is doing. Paku, let's see if they want some chicken. You want me to hand feed you some chicken, Paku? There you go. I'll leave it right there for you to munch on. You want this? Oh, how about my finger on it? Just kidding. All right. All right, my beautiful people. There is one animal here that waits for my love and attention and my peepers, and that is Bagoy. Look at him over there. He's waiting for his signal to fly and soar over this great body of water I call a pond. Bagoy! Up, up! Come here, my boy! He is the most beautiful bird in all of this property and Florida. Ooh, even more pretty than the gulls at the beach, huh? And noisier too. I love you so much, my beautiful Hungarian boy. You love it? Oh, happy robot noises, yes. Ooh, don't forget the spaghetti. Bagoy's name is actually owl in Hungarian. I, myself, am Hungarian. And this is a European bird. So, his name is Bagoy. Because it's like family roots. Oh, just like the roots he just ripped out of this little chicken. Delicious. Enjoy the soul of that little chicken. Delicious right down to the stomach. Ooh, happy horse noises. Let them out the stables and right to the fields. I love you. Don't forget the guts. Don't forget the guts. Finish your meal. Thank you. Clean up in the aisle 5, please. Because I have 5 fingers. Come on. There you go, my sweet boy. Alright, my beautiful people, today is not going to be just a hot, sweaty day on the dock. It is time to go to the Serpentarium and see some of the snakes we don't get to see often, like the Chinese sharp-nosed viper. Beautiful, sharp nose, and Chinese. I love it. Let's go see. Alright, my beautiful, wonderful people, we are in my favorite building in all of South Florida. This is the Serpentarium. Why? Because there's snakes everywhere, you silly. Pay attention, please. Look at this. We've got the beautiful Death Adder finally set up in an enclosure, and you can see that the Death Adder's way in the back over there, and he's actually got his head just poking out that aspen like he'd be in the wild, ambushing his prey. Now, this is not an actual adder, meaning a viper with hinged fangs in the Viperidae family. This snake is in the same family as kraits, king cobras, and mambas, and brown snakes. So it's a front, thick-fanged elapid. What's really interesting is they have the same hunting aspects as something like a gaboon viper or a rhino viper that sits still for a month just waiting for something to walk by and whack it. This snake will just sit like that and wait for something to come by. But what the snake does that's different from a gaboon viper or a rhino viper is it will use its tail as a little lure. And we actually got footage of this snake getting excited for a mouse and using its tail as a lure like it would in the wild. Check this out. Isn't that cool? In captivity, still acting as if it's in the wild. You can't take the wild out of the snake, even if you take the snake out of the wild. Of course, this is a captive bred snake, but even though it could be generations after generations of captive bred, you still have that wild instinct, using that tail as a little lure, mimicking a grub to get a skink to come close and whack that thing. Make a nice little meal out of it. Now, look over here. Meatball, the Colette snake, went to the bathroom all over the place, and he shed his skin. He's actually in his hide right there. So we'll get to see him today. We're going to take him out, clean him, take care of him. And also, we're going to take care of the Chinese sharp-nosed viper. Right down here, underneath the puff adders. Puff adders look pretty good. I might spot clean them. But the Chinese sharp-nosed viper has shed the skin, needs some fresh water, and also we got to check him out because we don't get to check out the Chinese sharp-nosed viper enough. This is the 100-pacer viper, also known for that name because if you get bit, you only have 100 steps left. That's what they say about their venom. It's that toxic. You only got 100 steps left if you get tagged by them. But anyways, pish posh, let's take care of Kevin the king cobra. He's actually in this can right here. He's been soaking for about an hour because if you guys remember the last time you saw him, he had a little bit of stuck shed around his chin area. So we're going to see how he's doing. Let's open this up. He's already, he just opened that lid himself. Hey, Kevin. All right, let's see how he's doing. Let's see. I do see a little bit of stuck shed going on right underneath his chin. So let me gently grab him and see if I can massage some of that skin off. There we go. Just gonna gently, relax. There's some skin right there. And it's frothing off just like that. Real easy because it's been wet. See that? Look at that. Coming off pretty easy. He's not too happy about this. So we'll try to be nice and gentle, but you can see all that skin just coming off with ease. And notice, he's not retaliating. He's not trying to hurt me. In a way, he kind of understands what I'm doing. He knows I'm just trying to help. Because I've worked around him for years now, and he knows that I'm not a predator trying to hurt him. So let's see, try to get more of that chin skin off. It's coming off like crazy, actually. Let me see. I'm going to try and restrain him just a little bit, just so I don't get a fang in my thumb. That wouldn't be fun. But you can see he's very reluctant to bite. Look at that whole jaw skin coming off like nothing, like butter, just slicing through it like nothing. All right, look at him. Beautiful chin he's got going on right now. Let's get him flipped around. Come here, Kevin. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to get him on this side. Let's see if I can just gently. There we go. Isn't that easy? Look, now you're all beautiful. Got all that skin off of you. And you're looking magnificent. Look at him. He's about a 15-foot long Malaysian king cobra. He is a beast. Look at him. Love this snake to death. And I can't wait to get him inside a big, beautiful enclosure. All the plans for this facility are all over the place. But eventually, he will get his big walking king cobra enclosure. We just got so much stuff cooking here, guys. It is a lot of work to run a facility, run a whole entire production, run a whole entire merch site, and take care of all this wildlife. So we're definitely working on getting this facility together, and by the end of the year, we'll have more accomplished, and then hopefully sometime next year, we can start giving little private tours, free of course. Just come on in and I'll show you a good time. Friend, family, whoever it is, I'll show you all my beautiful wildlife and educate you. Let you bring someone home with you. A little education on these beautiful animals. Learn a little something with me. Anyways, let's get this enclosure locked and secured. Locked and secure. And hello, Justina. Good afternoon to you too. All right, beautiful people. Let's take care of some snakes. What we're gonna do is start with the gorgeous Colette snake. Let me move this. All right, we're gonna take out little Meatball, my favorite little man. Let me just get this box ready to go. This is where he's gonna go while we clean his enclosure. I'll get a smaller snake hook because he's got too much to deal with. Let's see how he's doing. He is a little beast, one of my favorite snakes in the snake room, but it's hard to say who's a favorite because, come on, every snake in my collection is one of my favorite snakes on the planet. Colette snake, a snake only found in the heart of Queensland, Australia, an endemic species to Australia. So it's very unique and very special. What are you doing? What are you doing? You gonna come out here? Huh? What, do you want some food? I'm just gonna flip his hide. Look at him. Such a beautiful, red, earthy looking snake. And in the wild, when you find them, they're not too laid back. People have found these guys in the wild, and those snakes can be very defensive and start biting at everything. So when you, don't be upset. Let's just move this hide out of the way. It's gonna be quite difficult to get him with that. Let's see if we can just hook him just like this. You can make it nice and easy. Come on, just gotta move this croc skull a little bit. Oh, you just gotta go behind everything, dude. Come on. There we go. Look at that beautiful red belly. This snake is on fire. Every time I look at it, I can't believe it. Even when the snake goes through shed, this snake looks insane. But right now, fresh out of shed, looking as vibrant as it can be. Look at that. Gorgeous red snake. They are probably one of the coolest snakes on the planet. The Colette snake. And his name's Meatball because he's red like a meatball. All right, let's get him right into the box. There we go. Come on. This snake can actually get 6+ feet long, so he still has a lot of growing to do. He's just a young male right now. Let's get that tail in there. Ooh, watch your head, dude. Come here. Right back in there. Be a good snake. Locked and secure. That snake is so interesting because not just is it a beautiful, unique snake to Australia, but its venom's very unique too. Its family, Pseudechis, their members are known to actually take away your sense of smell and taste if you survive their bite, which was kind of unique until COVID became a thing. But anyways, let's get back into it. We got some cleaning to do. Got a nice whole beautiful shed from Meatball. Look at that. One hole. It's even still wet. Look at that. Oh, that's like the most perfect shed that we've ever gone from him. And it's so fresh it smells like sushi. Oh my goodness, look at that. It does smell a little bit. I think I am going to throw it away. So we'll toss that right into the can. There we go. And let's get the rest of these meatballs out. I'm going to start picking out all this duty. And I'll see you guys in a split. I'll see you guys as fast as an emu can run down the track. Alright guys, we got the fresh water. Poop is all cleaned up. We're good to go. We can stick Meatball right back in his enclosure. Let's just get his enclosure for his box unlocked real quick. Let's see. Meatball, what are you doing, my beautiful boy? Come here. Ooh, you hear him? He's a little upset. He's giving me a little hiss. Are you upset? Relax, it's okay. Look at him. He is such a beautiful snake. I love Colette snake. All red, beautiful Australian species, only found in the heart of the Queensland, Australia area. Ooh, don't give me a bite on the nose. We'll have a big problem after that. All right, right into there. You guys can look at that beautiful red. Look at that. Look at that insane red belly. Only Australia could produce such a beautiful animal. Locked and secure. Now let's take out this Chinese sharp-nosed viper. This snake is one of my top favorites when it comes to vipers because of how cool it looks. It's almost like a black-headed bushmaster, but honestly, I mean, it's just as dangerous, if not even more dangerous. Oh, you see that? Ready to shoot out. They have such good heat-seeking pits that they just shoot out and target their prey no problem. And you gotta be real careful when you handle them because it's basically a pogo stick with fangs. Let's see. Targeting my hand right now. Right now it's not too upset. And these snakes don't just come from China, but they come from Taiwan as well, and Vietnam. So if you guys want to help me come up with a cool name for the Chinese sharp-nosed viper, let me know, because I love this snake, and it will always be in my collection. It is such an iconic snake. Gotta be very careful. But check this out. Look at those colors. Look how beautiful that snake is. Ooh, wagging that tail and ready to strike out at me. relax. Let's see if we can get that face facing you so you can check it out. Look at that. That is such a cool looking snake. I'll be real careful. Look at that. Chinese sharp-nosed viper. And their fangs, good size for a little viper like this, real good size. You do not want to take the risk of getting whacked by this animal. And right now he's wagging his tail, just like a water moccasin, showing me that he's upset with me, and he's not messing around. Some people would say that this snake is the Chinese water moccasin, but you know what? This is way more dangerous. I gotta be careful, look how he's targeting me right now. This is way more dangerous than a water moccasin. They can literally throw their whole body out and hit their target. And there are keepers who have used tools, snake hooks, tongs, the whole deal, hook in each hand, trying to take one of these snakes out, and they shoot from the back of the cage and latch onto their fingers. So even with all the tools in the world, you can be in danger working with a snake like this. But that's with anything. Venomous snakes, crocodiles, lions, bears. If you work with dangerous animals, you could potentially get hurt at any time. Woohoo! Gotta be careful. He's gonna whack me right on the nose. Real easy. Relax, relax. Get him right into the box. Nice dark space to hide. Get that tail tickled a little bit. Woohoo! See how he just turns around just like that in a split second, ready to target me? No problem. Do a nice wide berth all around him. All right, come on. Nice and easy. Chinese sharp-nosed viper. You can see why I'm on my toes every time I work with them. It's no joke. One wrong mistake and right on your fingers. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! I have only 94 steps left! Anyways, beautiful people, I'm going to get this enclosure cleaned up. We're going to see what we got cooking. Alright, beautiful people, we've gotten the enclosure clean. Nice, clean, fresh H2O. And we can put this gorgeous little Chinese sharp-nosed viper back. I'm so excited to get this guy into a nice, beautiful lit-up setup eventually. We will do a nice bioactive setup for this snake because it's such a beautiful animal. Look at this. Look at that. No joke, those heat-seeking pits target my hot hands, same shape as a rat. Even though, in reality, this is just defensive posture right now. It's got nothing to do with food. It's just this snake does not want to be messed with. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. That is just such a gorgeous snake. Look over here. Look over here. Not my hand. My other hand, at least. Not the one holding the stick. Alright, this snake is hissing, wagging its tail, just wants to be left alone, and that's what we're going to do. Put him right back in the enclosure, let him get back to business. Nice dark space, easy to go and hide, versus just sitting out here and trying to deal with a big monkey man. And that's it. These snakes want nothing to do with us. It's only when the big monkey man comes around and starts messing with the little creature that it only stands about an inch off the ground and it becomes defensive and wants to go, stay away from me, or I'll have to use my venom. That's what it comes down to. These snakes want nothing to do with us. In the wild, that snake would be eating nothing but frogs, lizards, little rodents. It would never even look at us as a food source or something that it would want to hurt and waste its venom on. Never forget, venom is a protein and it takes energy to create venom. So if a snake wastes its venom on you, that's a missed opportunity to get a meal. And when you're in the wild, you miss one meal, that could be your life. Alright, beautiful people, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. And also, don't forget to check us out on chandlerswildlife.com where you can get your own Chandler's Wildlife merchandise. And what about the Bushmaster? Bushmaster! I like that design. Anyways, beautiful people, you can get your Bushmaster designs, get your King Cobra designs, Croc designs. We will have all kinds of cool stuff. I will see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe, and most of all, follow your dreams, stay passionate about what you love, and everything will fall into place for you. I love you guys. See you on the next one.